Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Here we go, here we go. Seven Pirates.
First down, Williams. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be their last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On first down, they'll run. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. Setting up the running back screen. This is ahead for about 5. Stopped by Grady Jarrett.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Milton now. Finds a man right side. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Let's go. Combo 18.
2nd and 10 now. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 14. Brought in right side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Hand off to the back. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Milton back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Quick throw left side, complete. And in for the Dallas touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. We're through 1/4 of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll have it 2nd and 8.
18 Rattler. Check out.
Working from the gun, Williams escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Williams throwing again here on second down. Swift hauls it in. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Williams to throw on first. He's got him, that's Swift. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He's on the move. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears start to fight back with their first points of this game. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Bears tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Hits his running back. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Dallas. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Down the sideline to the 45. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 13. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. The return starts at the 18. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. On the move, headed right. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Bears with a likely punt coming up. On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They're going play action. Headed out right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively in a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something-something to the return.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Toss play, Swift. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 17. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Hey, that's not an easy thing to do, Kate. Not against quarterbacks and the red zone offenses in this league, but what a tremendous effort to not only get the stop, but to end it with gusto and a sack.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Carney's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Milton. Escapes the pocket. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to get that one is CeeDee Lamb. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing now, Milton. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Completes this one to Hill. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Milton finds him over the middle, and he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Running in the red zone. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
18 rep.
Williams from the gun. He puts everything behind this one. He steps in and makes the interception. Trayvon Diggs has got it. Has room down the left sideline. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set, first and 10. After the pick, here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Buys time, rolling right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, He wisely just threw it away.
Here we go, set. Let's stay 19.
Third down, here's Williams. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now. Finds his back complete. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He puts some juice on a deep, big gain downfield. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And he works this to the 38 before going down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Yet another example why the ball finds its way in this guy's hands time after time. He's a playmaker, and he knows how to get the yards they need. Maybe not a ton there, but enough to move the sticks.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This one's taken in by Hill. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. He's within striking distance. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From just shy of midfield on second down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Williams to throw on third. Has his man, it's Swift. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our third quarter. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, here's Swift. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
It'll be a gain of 5, and they've got second and goal now from the 3.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Third and goal, it's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on third down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears putting up points in a game decided. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears make it an 18-point game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Hill now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Here's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. Third down coming up. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Milton to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
And these pass rushers in the game today, they are so doggone good. Not only are they good at getting home and sacking the quarterback, look at this. As he was fighting the blocker, he kept his eyes on the ball, times it perfectly, and he forces a pass breakup.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go, here we go. Warrior 70.
Throwing now from the gun. He sends this one to the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Working from the gun, Williams. And that one's caught along the left sideline. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears making the scoreboard look a touch better. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears make it an 18-point game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Back-to-back carries here. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
He's loaded another one up. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And this one touchdown inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. That throw finds Komet. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Trying to set this up quick. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Let's go.
To throw, Williams. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Buffalo 18.
Desperation time here on 4th. Need this to force overtime. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Escapes out to the left. He can run it. And he goes out a little short of the 40. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from...